The new Total Drama reboot really had its ups and downs. But here comes the question, is it better than the first season of the reboot? To compare them, we will use these 7 big criterias: character development, challenges, storyline, elimination order, humor, plot twists, and the finale. For character development, let's start by talking about the relationships. The first season had only 2 couples, Raj and Bowie, as well as Chase and Emma. Yet, Chase and Emma weren't exactly a focus, since they were basically a gimmick, like how Axel and Ripper were in season 2. The fact that there was only one main couple really helped with its development, because it gave the creators enough screen time to build up their romance without rushing it or making it boring. It was interesting that they still kept Bowie as a villain, since he agreed with Raj to pause what they had going until after the contest. The fact that Wayne was very supportive also mattered, and made us care about the hockey bros even more. In the second season, we have Axel and Ripper, Priya and Caleb, and of course, Raj and Bowie, who, by the way, didn't really act like a couple this season. Of course, they had a good evolution since Bowie stopped cheating at the challenges for Raj, but the problem was that they had no romantic moments. It rather felt like Bowie became the third hockey bro. Now, moving on to Axel and Ripper. Even if it was a bad decision, we have to appreciate that this time, the creators took some risks with the storyline. In season 1, the storyline was played pretty safe, while this season had some lower lows like this relationship, and some higher highs like the next relationship we are going to talk about, MK and Julia. We know what you're going to say, they were not an official couple, yet there were a lot of hints about how they would most likely be together in a future season, like...
You like me?
What? No, that is...
When it comes to Caleb and Priya, things are a little odd. They were very interesting to watch in the first half of the season, and then became very annoying in the last part. The problem is that they focused too much in the last episodes on their relationship, and there was no more time to show other parts of the storyline. So for character development, the point goes to season 1. Now, let's move to the challenges. The opening challenges are some of the most important ones. In season 1, it was kinda average. You know what, let's be real. It was horrible. Some of us most likely skipped directly to the elimination ceremony after seeing what the challenge was about. On the other hand, the second season started very well with its first challenge. Although it was clearly inspired by another show called Squid Game, it had something special and really shocked us when Nichelle won it for her team. As for the other challenges, although season 1 had some very interesting ones like the Pirates of the Cabbageans challenge or capturing the skull, there was no special element about them. Don't get us wrong, they were very enjoyable at the moment, but there was nothing really memorable. While in the second season, the challenges were more creative and explored more skills of the contestants, like the cooking one or the memory challenge. Plus, the fact that MK and Julia cheated on the first ones made them even more interesting. Also, let's not forget about one of the greatest elements of this season's challenges, the cameos. Having Owen back in a cooking challenge, or Duncan and Courtney mentioned in the episode where Caleb and Priya had their first fight, was not only nostalgic, but also made the challenges very iconic. So for the challenges, the point goes to season 2. The next topic is the storyline. One of the most important parts of any storyline is the rivalry between the hero and the villain. Although Bowie was a great villain, he had no rivalry with Priya. He never had any fights with her and didn't do anything to her up until the finale, when he tried to destroy her friendship with Millie. Even after that, there was no tension between them, except for the fact that both of them wanted to win the big prize. In the second season, Caleb and Julia's rivalry started from the moment Z told everyone that Caleb was using Priya to win. She first blackmailed him to give her his vote for immunity, then manipulated him and his girlfriend to not talk to each other. And after all of that, she even eliminated Priya in the semifinals. So there was a big rivalry between them in the final episode. Although we can't say it was as big as rivalries like Heather and Gwen, it was still better than nothing. So for the storyline, the point goes to the second season. Moving to the elimination order. In the first season, the eliminations had a very good structure and some solid reasons behind them, like how Caleb was eliminated to show Bowie's potential, Nichelle because she lied about her skill, and Damien because everyone thought he still wanted to go home. In the second season, the eliminations were also pretty good in the pre-merge part, and then became awful right after. In the pre-merge, we had some very interesting moments, like how Nichelle quit due to Julia's fake contract. Then everything became very superficial and inconsistent to the story, like how Priya was eliminated because Julia somehow stole Damien's immunity idol. Like, bro, show us the clip where she stole it. So for the elimination order, the point goes to season 1. Next up, we have humor. Now, humor is a pretty vague topic since most of it depends on who is watching. But there is still a way to determine which season has the better one, because in both seasons, we get most of the humor from characters like Z, Raj, and Wayne. In season 1, both Z and the Hockey Bros had a lot of great moments that really made the season better. Like,
check it out, Raji! I'm reversing!
However, in season 2, these characters not only stayed longer in the game, but also had more screen time and a bigger role, especially since Wayne was one of the finalists.
Come on, we can... Raji!
So for the humor, the point goes to the second season. Let's shift our focus to the plot twists. Julia revealing her true personality was probably one of the biggest plot twists of the reboot. It helped the storyline stay fresh, especially after we saw what Bowie is capable of. She basically turned from a fake spiritual influencer to the secondary villain of the season. What was really impressive about her is that she became a threat not only to the majority of the contestants, but also to the main villain. Besides Julia, there were some other unexpected moments, like when Z was revealed to be an amputee, or when everyone found out that Nichelle wasn't actually doing her own stunts. But these moments didn't really affect the story. In season 2, although there were more plot twists, they weren't necessarily as impactful, like Scary Girl's makeover and Nichelle's fake contract. Z revealing that Caleb just wanted to use Priya was an interesting twist in their relationship, but most of us knew that it was going to happen one moment or another. But most likely, the biggest plot twist of season 2 was the finale, and more specifically, the person who won, which made the new season get some hate from the fans. So for the plot twists, the point goes to season 1. But let's talk about the finale in more detail. First season's finale was pretty good. It had a great emotional impact, especially when Priya decided to ally with Bowie just so she could eliminate Millie. Yet the main problem with this finale was the action. It was just a simple race like in many other Total Drama finales. The creators also wasted the other contestants' potential to help the finalists, as they were only brought back to chop off a tree. On the other hand, in the new season, we can clearly say that the finale had much better action. Although it was also a race, the challenges were much more creative. It was much more interesting to see and created better tension upon finding who's going to be the next winner of the series. Also, the creators used the other contestants really well. However, when we think about a finale, what really sticks to your heart is not only what happened during it, but how impactful it was. After all, you can only decide if a season is great or not after you see what results from all the actions and the storyline. In this case, season 1's finale brought a perfect closure. Priya was one of the most liked contestants that ever participated in Total Drama, so the fact that she won not only completed her main character arc, but also made most of us very happy. Unfortunately, season 2 didn't have the same impact. The storyline basically revolved around Caleb and Julia, so the fact that Wayne won it made it very disappointing. So here we have a dilemma. One has an emotional impact but lacks creativity, and the other is the exact opposite. Even if the new season had a more exciting finale, the one from the first season made us fall in love with the new cast. So, the final point goes to season 1, which makes it the winner of this video. So there it is, guys. Which season do you think is the best? Make sure to tell us in the comments. Take care and see you next time with a brand new video.